jetpack. The jetpack in Lethal Company is a very awesome item that gives you a ton of mobility and is giga fun to use. Now the first thing you might wish to know is how long it can be used for before it explodes. I was interested in this, so I thought I'd test it out. Yeah, this shit just wouldn't explode. I kept doing this and just got varying results each time. I would use up all of it and just fall and die from fall damage, or I would stop midway and randomly explode whilst not even using the jetpack. Other times it would explode as normal. At first I thought maybe this had something to do with the map I was on, but nope, could recreate the results on all of them. Turns out if you fly as vertically as possible, after a certain point your jetpack will just not explode. I assume this has to do with the game calculating the heat of the jetpack improperly while flying vertically, and it ticking over, which would explain why it will sometimes explode if you just stop using it while flying. Since it will have ticked over the regular explode level, and when it starts going back down, it reaches it again, causing an explosion. So there you go, you can have the jetpack never explode as long as you fly up at the start and keep holding mouse 1. Now is there any practical use to this other than flying around like a recently relapsed crackhead and zooming past your friends? Nah, but it is really fun to do. You just go way too fast to actually be able to do anything meaningful. And having to fly straight up to activate this bug as well makes it useless to getting to the entrance and back faster too, since you can just fly normally and that'll be a lot faster. If you want to save yourself from dying with this glitch, you have two options. Either you fly into a rock and pray the game glitches out and you don't take fall damage, or the much simpler option, drop your jetpack, which will instantly reset your momentum, allowing you to land safely and without risk of exploding. Oh, and by the way, the answer to the original question, the jetpack is meant to explode after roughly 8 seconds of using it. The next thing I thought about was how could you use the jetpack in other unorthodox and unique ways. I thought, what about using it indoors? Now let me tell you, using the jetpack indoors is something that will almost never happen. There's like 3 places in the whole facility where you can actually make any practical use of the jetpack, as all other rooms have too little space. Even this room doesn't work to get away because your character seemingly can't fit through the gap in the staircase. There really is no purpose to use it in the facility, until when testing it I saw something insane happen. An item spawned in this location. Yes, this location right here. How can you reach it? Well, you gotta jump, but you can't really get back up unless you use the jetpack.
Oh my goodness gracious, yes, this works!
So there you go, 1 in every 200 games there might be a reason to bring a jetpack into the facility. As for the mansion, there's a few more areas where I can see there being some use for it. You can take some quick shortcuts, such as in the main entrance area. If you wanted to grab some loot from above, I could see that being useful once every blue moon. You can also use it to get on top of this chandelier, that's pretty cool. There's a few other places you could use it, but with the jetpack weighing so much, I don't think it's ever practical to bring it in and use it outside of the main door area, unless you know exactly where some loot is and you're very short on time. So, should you use the jetpack indoors?
Yes! 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 It's perfect! Unbeatable use!
Oh yeah, one more thing to mention is that you can use the jetpack inside water. It works just like the exact same. I'm not sure how that really makes sense, but you know, it's pretty useful on like flooded moons. And that is all I gotta say about the jetpack. Bye bye!